G'day guys, Paul from Complete Canine Solutions. In this episode we're going to look at socialising your dog and more importantly the benefits with socialising your dog. So why is it important to socialise our dog? What this does, it exposes our dog to a number of different situations that the dog, when it faces in future periods of time, it won't become stressed with. Whether it's people, situations, other dogs, all these sort of situations that may cause the dog to become elevated in its energy level, frightened, stressed, and as a result of that, it'll respond inappropriately. So the more time we spend early in the piece exposing our dog to all these types of situations, the better our dog will be when it confronts these situations later on. One of the things we do really well as dog owners is we take our puppy to puppy school as part of the socialisation program where they're young. And we go through the process where we try to introduce them to 100 people by 16 weeks, and there's a number of things written about how to socialise our puppy. Once the dog finishes being a puppy bud, it's really important that we continue with the socialisation. If we stop it, it's like any other learned behaviour. We can have a dog that was really well socialised as a puppy, but when they become 2 years old and 3 years old, if we haven't continued with that progress, they become frightened when they face situations and stuff that they've forgotten or they're not used to. So it's really important that we continue socialising our dog throughout the duration of the dog's life. So I guess you're wondering why I'm in the car talking about socialising my dog. We're actually off to a dog day event. I've got my dog in the back, and these events are great opportunities for us to continue our socialisation program with our dog. And it's also a great chance to get there and support a lot of local businesses that support the dog community, and just get out there and have a look what's going on and just spend some good quality time with our dogs. Well guys, we've arrived at our show. We've got our dog, so we'll just saddle her up and we'll go for a walk and see what's going on, eh? Just a bit of a tip here for you guys. If you're going to take your dog somewhere that's exciting like we're about to do with this dog park, just take the time and get your dog to go for a walk before you go in. And this can be if you're going to go to the vet or anywhere else where there's going to be a high level of energy. So by taking the dog for a walk, we're draining some of that energy just so the dog's focus will remain on us and they'll be better behaved while we're out there. It'll just make it a lot more enjoyable experience for both of us. Come on, go for a walk. Well guys, this is ending up one of those walks that has everything. This is actually a bobtail lizard, or a blue-tongued lizard we call them in Australia. We've just been walking and we found it on the ground. It's really important when you're walking your dog that you're aware of what's going on, and if you do come across native species or animals, you've got to be responsible for what happens and make sure you keep your dog and the animal away from each other, and everyone's a lot happier as it goes on. So we'll put this little guy back in the bush, and yeah, it's really great to see wildlife out while we're walking our dog. We'll find a home for it. Come on. So after all the excitement of our walk, we've finally got to our dog day out, so let's go and have a look. Come on. just finished a great day out there with the dog, meeting all the other dogs, meeting all the other people, and that sort of continual sort of interaction, and it just builds a great relationship between ourselves and our dog. When we talk about socialisation, it's really important that we're an active part of the whole process. If our dog's acting inappropriately or starts getting excited, it's up to us to correct that behaviour at that point. We can't just, pretend it's not happening and walk past. We've got to use it as a teaching process, and the way we teach our dog is by going through what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. So socialisation, it's up to us, as well as the dog, into working out what's acceptable. So just remember, with socialisation, it's as many different sort of situations that we can expose them to, the better. Push bikes, skateboards, cars, anything we can think of. It's up to us to go and hunt down these scenarios and expose our dog to them. The more work we put into it, the more benefit we will get out of it. I hope you enjoyed this episode about socialising our dog, and until next time, we'll see you later, won't we, Abbs? We'll see you later. See you guys. Bye-bye. Come on.